Hi, you are welcome to this lecture, Factory Trinomials. Okay? Trinomial. We are going to see a lot of instances here. A lot. So stay back. The first example, we need to factorize this. If you see, this is just 1. That is, the coefficient of this is 1. You don't need to waste your time. Use the first method. Later, I will teach you the next method. What do we do? Simply do A. What are the two numbers? If you multiply them together, you have 15. And if you add them together, you have 8. You agree with me that 5 multiplied by 3 will give us 15. Right? Then 5 plus 3 will give us 8. So we simply put these guys now. That is 5 and 3. We put plus. Okay? That is all. You can check. This multiplied by this is a square. This multiplied by this is 3a. This multiplied by this is 5a. This multiplied by this is 15. A square, this plus this will give us plus 8a plus 15. As you can see, back to where we started from. Okay? Short apart method. Okay? Let's look at this. Two values. When you multiply them together, you have 10. And if you add them, you have minus 7. You agree with me that 5 multiplied by 2 will give us 10. Minus 5 minus 2 will give us minus 7. So, minus 5 minus 2. That is all. Can multiply. This multiplied by this is b square. This multiplied by this is minus 2b. This multiplied by this is minus 5b. This multiplied by this is plus 10. That is b square. This is 7b. Same with this. Fast and direct. Another one. Because 1 is here, just go straight. M. What are the two values? If you multiply them together, you have 24. If you add them, you have 10. I can see from normal arithmetic thinking that this will give us 24. What will give us plus 10 is 12 minus 2 will give us plus 10. Also, if I multiply these two, will give me minus 24. Very easy. Plus 12 minus 2. That's all. Okay? If you expand this now, this multiplied by this is m squared. You don't need to do this. Just to check if we are correct. This is minus 2m plus 12m minus 24. M squared plus 10m minus 24. Same. Easy and direct. Let's look at this. 6. Because the coefficient here is 1, put z. Right? Now, 6. What are the two values? If you multiply them, you have minus 6. If you add them, you have 5. I can see 6 multiplied by 1 will give us 6. Minus 6 plus 1 will give us minus 5. So, if I multiply these guys, I will have minus 6. If I bring them together, I will have minus 5. Therefore, it's minus 6 and plus 1. Let's expand this. The same thing. Very direct. That is fast and easy method. Let's go back before we continue to look at the standard way of doing everything. Because you cannot apply this method to this. This method will be used, you cannot apply it here. You use the standard method. That's why I told you, if you see that it is 1, just go straight with the method I show you. But if you see that the coefficient of this is not 1, it's more than 1, no, you follow the standard method. Let's go back and do the standard method before we come back here. The standard method is this. It's saying, if you have anything like this, let me put this here. If you have anything like this, still the same thing, but a little way of solving it. Now, we have determined that it's 5 and 3. So all you need to do is say, the 5, say 5a plus 3a plus 15. Okay? These two are replacing this. 5a plus 3a. Because here we have just 3 items. We want to make them 4 items so that we can group them. Okay? Now, after grouping, you come here. This first group, this and this, what is common is A. What is remaining here now is A. What is remaining here now is 5. You repeat this. This one in the bracket. Repeat it again. Okay? Once you repeat it, what can you do to this to have this? It's 3. That is plus 3. Okay? If you also multiply this plus 3 by this, can you have this? Yes. You are good to go. Then you take this first one. You take this plus 3. Then you take one of these. That is A plus 5. Okay? This and this, are they not the same? This and this, are they not the same? Although we write A plus 3 before A plus 5, it doesn't matter. You can say, for instance, here, you take this before you take their coefficient. Simple, right? Let's go for this. Using the same method. B squared minus 7b plus 10. We have established the same thing, that is minus 5 minus 2. Use it to replace this. Minus 5b minus 2b to replace this minus 7b. Once you do that, what is common here is b. What b is here, what is remaining is b. Then 5. Repeat this, repeat this. Repeat this. This is the standard method. What can I do to this to have this? It's minus 2. Minus 2 multiplied by this, I have this. Minus 2 multiplied by this, I have this. Therefore, this and this will come out. Remember, you can also say b minus 5, b minus 2. You can see in this place, b minus 5, b minus 2. Same thing. Let's apply it here. Standard method. M squared plus 10m minus 24. You have established is 12 and minus 2. That's m squared plus 12m minus 2m minus 24. Okay? Now, what is common here is m. What is remaining is m plus 12. You repeat it. M plus 12. Once you repeat them, what can I do to this to have this? It's minus 2. Minus 2 multiplied by this, I have this. Minus 2 multiplied by this, I have this. Therefore, I can bring m plus 12. I can write this first. One of them. Then this and this. M minus 2. You can see the same thing. Okay? Let's see, apply it here. Z squared minus 5z minus 6. Okay? What we establish is minus 6 z plus 1 z minus 6. These two replacing this, okay? Then what is common between these two is z. Z is remaining, 6 is remaining. You repeat this, z6, okay? Then what can I do to this to have this? It's 1, that is plus 1. So z plus 1, that is this and this. Then I take one of these, z minus 6. See? The same thing. Although this is written before this here, but you can't. Doesn't matter. Now, you know the standard method. That standard method is what we are going to apply here. Okay? That is, because this is not 1, what we are going to do, we multiply this by this. We multiply them. That is 6. That is what we have been doing, oh. That is what we have been doing. Look at it. Look at it. 1 multiplied by this is 6. Then we are looking for something for 6. 1 multiplied by this is 24. We are looking for something for 24. 1 multiplied by 10 is 10. We are looking for something for 10. The same thing we are applying here. Now we have 6. Is the 6 we are going to use. What can we use to get 6? And if we add them together, we have 1. Because 1b is at the center, 1. You agree with me to have plus 1. That is 3 multiplied by 2 will give us 6. Plus 3 minus 2 will give us plus 1. So these are the two guys to replace this middle guy. Therefore, we're going to put the way this is, then we replace this by plus 3b minus 2b. These two are replacing this 1b. 3b minus 2b will give us 1b, okay? Then we put this 2, not 6, 2. What is there before we still put it? This is just helping us to know what to do. Now, what is common between these two? 3. What is common again is b. What is remaining now? B. Plus what is remaining here now is just 1. Repeat this. Repeat it. B plus 1. What can I do to this to have this? Is minus 2. Minus 2 multiplied by this, I have this. Minus 2 multiplied by this, I have this. You see? The standard method. Now you cannot take this 3b minus 2, b plus 1. You see? The first method of just, you see this, you do this, you put b here, put b here. It cannot work here. This is the standard method. This is actually the answer. You can verify by saying this multiplied by this is 3b squared. This multiplied by this is plus 3b. This multiplied by this is minus 2b. Then this multiplied by this is minus 2. Then you agree with me that this 3b squared, this and this will produce b. This is minus 2. The same thing with the original. Very simple. We continue. Now, this multiplied by this, you agree with me is what? Produce 6 again. What can we do to get 6? And if we add them together, we have minus 5. That is minus 2 multiplied by minus 3 will give us 6. Because minus minus is plus. And minus 2 minus 3 will give us minus 5. Therefore, we come here to say this is 2z squared minus 2z minus 3z plus 3. Doesn't matter. You can write this before you write this, or you write it before you write this here. Doesn't matter. Now, what is common between these two is 2. Another thing is z. What is remaining here now is z. Because this divided by this, that is 2z squared divided by 2z. This and this will cancel. This is gone. Only one z will remain. Okay? This divided by this is 1. That is minus 1 now. You repeat this. Z minus 1. What can I do to this to get it? It's minus 3. Minus 3 multiplied by this is this. Minus 3 multiplied by this is this. Therefore, 2z minus 3 z minus 1. You get it? If you expand this multiplied by this is 2z squared. This multiplied by this is minus 2z. Remember, this is z. Okay? This multiplied by this is minus 3z. Remember, this is z, not 2. This multiplied by this is plus 3. This will give us 2z squared. This will give us minus 5z plus 3. Original. Okay? Next. Let's look at this. The same thing. Multiply this will give us 6. What can I do to have 6? I also have 5. If I bring them together, is 6 multiplied by 1. Okay? Because if I do minus 6 plus 1, I will have minus 5. If I do minus 6 multiplied by minus 1, I will have 6. If you try 3 and 2, 3 times 2 will give us 6. But minus 3 minus 2 will give us what? Minus 5. If I put the same minus here, minus minus will produce plus. But this is not plus 6. It's actually minus 6 because this time this will produce minus. Hope you are getting it. Hope I'm not confusing you. Okay? We must take note of the sign. This sign is minus. So if I go by minus 3, it will actually produce this. But if I multiply this like this, it will produce plus 6. And this is not plus 6, this is minus 6. So it is only minus 6 multiplied by 1 that will give us minus 6. And minus 6 plus 1 will give us minus 5. So we can use this too. That is, this minus 6y plus 1y. Okay, you can leave it 1y or you just say y. We understand. These two, what is common? 2 is here, y is here. What is remaining is y. This, we cancel this. This into this is 3. You repeat it, and After repeating it, what can I do to this to have this is plus 1. Plus 1 multiplied by this, I have this. Plus 1 multiplied by this, I have this. Therefore, I take this 2y plus 1, y minus 3. Okay? If you want to check, you can check. This multiplied by this is 2y squared. This multiplied by this is minus 6y. This multiplied by this is plus y. This multiplied by this is 3. 2y squared, this and this will produce minus 5y because minus a plus, then 3. The same thing with original. Okay, this is 5y minus 3. Now, let's look at this. This time, we are introducing another leg. This was not here before. Now we are introducing it. The more we go, the more we increase them little by little. Okay? Let's see. As you can see, the same thing. 1 is here. So we don't need to worry ourselves. We can simply follow the first method. What is here? X. Put S, you put X. But because Y is here now, you have to also put Y here, you put Y here. That is the only thing we are introducing. Okay? Now, what is that thing you will do to have minus 15 when you multiply them? At the same time, if you bring them together through addition, you have minus 2. You agree with me that 5 multiplied by 3 will give us 15. So, what should we do to get minus 15? We can do minus 5 multiplied by 3 to get minus 15. Also, minus 5 plus this 3 will give us minus 2. If we change this, say 5 multiplied by minus 3, we still have minus 15. But 5 minus 3 will give us simply 2, not minus 2. So we cannot use plus 5 and minus 3. We have to use minus 5 and plus 3. So therefore, simply come to this place and do minus 5 plus 3. If you want to follow the log method, still the same thing. You are still going to arrive here. After you have done this, the next thing we need to do now is to ask ourselves, if we expand this, can we still come back to this? Yes. This multiplied by this is s squared. This multiplied by this is plus 3sy. This multiplied by this is minus 5sy. This multiplied by this is minus 15y squared. So this now is s squared. This and this will produce minus 2sy. This will produce 15y squared. Back to normal. Okay? Back to where we started from. Another one. The same thing. Simply put this. Why am I doing this? Because this is 1. So we are good to go. U, V, V. 2 numbers to multiply together to have minus 8. But to have plus 2. So 2 numbers, 4 and 2 can do it for us. So the plus should go for the bigger value. Plus, minus. If I multiply this, I'm going to have minus 8. If I do plus 4 minus 2, I'm going to have 2. So therefore, I will do plus 4 minus 2. Okay? If you expand this, the same thing. This multiplied by this is u squared. This multiplied by this is minus 2uv. This multiplied by this is minus plus 4uv, I mean. This and this will give us minus 8v squared. Okay? U squared now. These two will produce plus 2uv minus 8v squared. The same thing with that, okay? Just like this, okay? Okay? Another one. Very easy. 1 is here, right? No problem. Simply do this. A, B, B. To get 36, and we use the values to have this. What is that? 36. 9 times 4 is what? Is 36. 9 minus 4 is 5. So that is plus 9 and minus 4 can do the work for us. Plus 9 and minus 4. Let's expand this. A squared. We are just checking. This is not needed. We are just checking if we are correct. Okay? This and this is a squared minus 4ab plus 9ab. This will produce minus 36b squared. a squared. This will produce plus 5ab minus 36b, because plus 9 minus 4. Back to where we started from. Put square there. Okay? More. 1 is here. Very good. A, B, 36 minus 36. You can see this is plus 5ab minus 36. This is minus 36, but 16 here now. What can we do to have 36 at the same time we have this? That is 18 minus 2 will give us this, and 18 multiplied by minus 2 will give us minus 36. So these two will help us. Plus these two will help us. Plus this minus this. That is plus 18 minus 2. If you want to check, you can check. A squared minus 2ab, that is this multiplied by this multiplied by this is this. This is 18ab plus 36. You see why it's good to check? While I was checking now, I found that it's minus minus I put. And that minus minus is giving me plus 36. And here it's not plus 36 b squared. It's minus 36 b squared. If I come back here now, I actually say plus 18 and minus 2. Plus 18, not minus 18. See? So I have to go back again. This multiplied by this is this. This multiplied by this is minus 2ab. Right? This multiplied by this is plus ab. This multiplied by this is minus 36 b squared. Therefore, a squared now, this and this will produce plus 16ab minus and plus 36b squared. I see this and this are correct. Now, let's move further a little. Now, look at this. The same thing we are doing, but now there's a coefficient that is greater than 1 in this first position. Okay? Now, we can't do this again. We must follow the standard method. Therefore, this multiplied by this, again, is 6. Okay? What can we do? Two numbers. Multiply them together to have 6. If we bring them together, we have 7. That is 1 multiplied by 6. 1 plus 6 is 7. So 1 and 6 can replace this, following the standard method. Okay? That is to say 3a squared. This is 1. That is 1 hk 6 hk plus 2k squared. Now, we are going to group them. This and this, what is common? H is common, only H. 1H, 1H, 1H. Okay? If you have not seen all this simple factorization, how to do this, I've covered this before now. Go and check my old videos. Okay, let's continue. This divided by this is 3H. This multiplied by this will still produce 3H squared. Now, this divided by this, we have 1k. That is 1k. No need to put the 1. I just say k. This one is not also needed. This particular one is not needed. Okay? Repeat this. Repeat this. 3h plus k. What can I do to this to have this? I just put 2k here. 2k. If I put 2k here now, this multiplied by this is 6. K multiplied by this is hk. This multiplied by this is 2. K multiplied by k is k squared. Just put plus here. Now I can take this h, I take this 2k, then I take one of them out. 3h plus k. If I work on this, expand this, I will still have this. This multiplied by this is 3h squared. This multiplied by this is plus hk. This multiplied by this is plus 6hk. This multiplied by this is plus 2k squared. That is 3h squared plus, this is 7hk plus 2k squared. Are we? Same. So it means, therefore, we are correct with our solution. Okay? Let's push forward. Again, this one, multiply this. That is 6. Right? Let's say minus 6. Of this minus. What can we do? To have minus 6, and if we bring those numbers together, we have 5. That is plus 6 multiplied by minus 1. Plus 6 multiplied by minus 1 will give us minus 6. Plus 6 minus 1 will give us plus 5. So you can see plus 5. This will give us minus 6. Minus 6. This multiplied by this, minus 6. Therefore, we are going to use plus 6 and minus 1 to replace this. Okay? I say now, therefore, 3m squared plus 6mn minus 1mn. We don't need the 1. Just say mn. Because we know that there is 1 here. Okay? Minus, still put this 2n squared, not 6. Just this is helping us to replace this. You must still retain this. Now, we group them. Okay? What is common between this and this? You agree with me? 3 can come as a factor. M is also there. This divided by this is 1. Only M will remain. This multiplied by this, you still have the same thing. Now, 6 divided by 3 is 2. Mn divided by M is N. We repeat this. Okay? The next is, what can I do to this to have this? M is missing. Minus is missing. That is minus N. Okay? So this multiplied by this will give us Mn. This multiplied by this will give us minus 2n squared. That is minus n multiplied by this 2n squared. It means we are good to go. Now we bring out this. We bring out this. M plus 2n. The final answer. Let's expand. This multiplied by this is 3m squared. This multiplied by this is plus 6mn. This multiplied by this plus 6mn. This will give us minus mn. This multiplied by this will give us minus 2s squared. 3m squared, this will produce plus 5mn. This is 2n squared. Final answer. The same thing with where we are coming from. It means our answer is super correct. Okay? Let's continue. Another one. We must multiply this. 6. You are saying, why 6, 6? It could be another thing. It was not planned. Let's continue. What can we do to have 6? Then, if we bring them together, we have 5. That is 3 times 2 this time. So that plus 3 and plus 2 will produce 5. This will produce 6. Okay, because plus is here. If we use 6 and 1, can't get it. So therefore, we are going to replace the middle one by plus 3ab, 2 plus 2ab, plus this. Okay? Then what is common between this and this? 3 and a. What is remaining here for this is a. What is remaining here is b plus b. We repeat it. A plus b for this group. What can I do to this to have this? Is 2 and b. Okay? 2b multiplied by this, I have this. 2b multiplied by this, I will have this. Therefore, 3a plus 2b, a plus b. Okay? Now, let's expand. This and this will give us 3a squared. This and this will give us plus 3ab. This and this will give us plus 2ab. This and this will give us plus 2b squared. Okay? 2b squared. 3a squared plus this will give us 5ab 2b squared. So you can see the same thing with where we are coming from. Okay? Now, let's fly higher. As you can see, now, this time, remember before now, we don't need to have something like this. This will either be here or it will not be here at all. Standard method. Standard method. Because the coefficient of this is not 1, multiply this to have minus 12. 2 multiplied by this is minus 12. Now, what are the two values? If I multiply them, I have minus 12. But if I bring them together through addition, I have 1, because here is 1. That is 4 multiplied by minus 3. This and this will produce minus 12. 4 minus 3 will produce 1. Therefore, I will retain this first one. I will retain the last one. It's only this middle one I need to replace. Replace with what? 4 and minus 3. Plus 4 UV minus 3 UV. Okay? Now, I need to find what is common between these two. You agree with me? 2 is common. U is common. V is common. Okay? Now, this divide by this. This and this will cancel. This 1U will remain. 1V will remain. Okay? Also, this U will cancel U. V will cancel V. 4. If 2 goes to 4, we have 2. Repeat this. Standard method. Repeat it. UV plus 2. Okay? UV plus 2. Once you do this, what can we do to this to have this? Just minus 3 here. Okay? Minus 3 multiplied by this, we have this. Minus 3 multiplied by this, we still have this. It means we are correct. Therefore, 2UV minus 3 UV plus 2. This is the answer. If you want to expand, you can expand to check. This multiplied by this is 2U square V square. U square V square. Again, this is 4UV. This multiplied by this 4UV. This is minus 3UV. 3 multiplied by this is minus 6. 2U square V square. 4 minus this is 1. That is just UV. Minus 6. Are we? Yes, the same thing. Okay? The same thing. The same thing. Now, multiply to have minus 12. What can we do to have minus 12? If we bring that together, we have minus 11. I'm thinking already. It should be minus 12 and plus 1. This and this will produce minus 11. Minus 12 multiplied by 1 will give us minus 12. So, we are going to use these two to replace that. That is this now, square U square minus 12SY plus 1SY. 1SY minus 1. You don't need to put the 1. If you don't want to put it, there's no problem. But you can put it, you want to put it. For clarity, so that you will not be confused. Okay? Now, what is common between this and this? You agree with me? 12 is common. S is common. U is common. So what is remaining now? 12 and 12 will cancel. Only one S will remain. One Y will remain. Then here, this divided by this, 1 will be remaining. We repeat it. Then what can we do to have this? Just plus 1. We still produce this, yes. 12SY plus 1, that is this and this, SY minus 1. If you expand this, you have this. Let's expand. This multiplied by this is 12SY, that is 12. S and S square, Y square. Minus 12SY plus SY minus 1. Okay? 12SY. This and this will produce minus 11SY minus 1. So you can see the same thing. It means we are correct. Okay? Let's look at this. It says, when you solve this, the same thing. These two will give us what? You agree with me? This and this will give us 60. That is minus 60. What can we do to have 60? Okay? And if we bring them together, we have 11. Simply use this. 2 into this is 3, 0. 3 here is 10. Okay? 2 here is 5. 5 here is 1. Okay? Now, I know that all this will produce 60. But how can I arrange them to give me 11? If I do this now, cannot. That is 6 by 10. That will be 16. That is 10 plus 6, or 10 minus 6 will give us 4. That one cannot. I try another one. If I move this, is 4. This is 15. Okay? This and this will give me 60. 15 minus 4 will give me 11. So this is what I'm going to use. That is 12 a squared b squared plus 15ab minus 4ab, okay? Minus 4ab minus 5, okay? You understand? This and this still remain. Only this I'm replacing with 15 and 4, putting their coefficient, that is coefficient. Now what is common here? Here and here, 12 and 15. The factor I'm seeing here is 3. AA, BB. 12 divided by 3 is 4. This divided by this is A. This is B. This one is 5. This and this will cancel. I will repeat this. 4AB plus 5. What can I do to this to have this is minus 1. We produce also minus 5. The same thing. Now 3AB minus 1, 4AB plus 5. This is the answer. Okay? Now, you can expand if you want. Let's expand. This time this is 12 a squared b squared, 15 ab minus 4ab minus 5. Okay? 12 a squared b squared. These two will produce what? Plus 11ab minus 5. Back to normal. Okay? Let's push it again to different types. Another type. Now, one is here. This one is here. This one is the one you were doing before. Is simply you can rearrange this to have this. Same with the one we started before. The second group. The same thing. But you can still leave it like this to solve it like this. Okay? Now, this multiplied by this, you agree with me, is 2. Okay? What can we do to have 2? If we bring them together, we have 3. That is 1 times 2. That is 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So, we put this 1 here, plus we use this 2 and 1 to replace this. 2m plus 1, 1m, 2m squared. Okay? Now, either you rearrange and solve it, or you can do it like this. What is common here? There's nothing that is common. So I will write it out like that. That is 1 plus 2m. I will just bring out 1. Okay? Then I will repeat this. 1 plus 2m. What can I do to this to have this? I will bring m here. M times this, we still have this. So it's this now 1 plus m, 1 plus 2m. This is our answer. If we work out this particular one, this time this is 1, this time this is plus 2m, this time this is plus m, this time this is 2m squared. Okay? With this now, you agree with me that to have 1 plus, this will give us 3m plus 2m squared. The same thing with where we are coming from. Okay? Let's push it. The same thing. There's 1 here, as I'll be saying. This one, you can decide to follow the normal method because there's 1 here. Or you follow the standard method if you are going to be confused. That is minus 15 because this is minus. Multiply by this is minus 15. What can we do to have minus 15 if we multiply them? If we add them, we have minus 2. You agree with me? 5 and 3, we actually produce 15. So I will put minus here. That is minus 5 times 3, we produce minus 15. Minus 5 plus 3, we produce minus 2. So therefore, I will use this one to replace this. That is 5n plus 3n. Remember, I'm fast because we have seen a lot of this, okay? Now, what is common here is 5. 3 is remaining. N is remaining. I repeat it. What can I do to this to have this is n. The same thing, we produce this. So this and this will come out. Then I take 1. If you work it out now, you're going to have the same thing. Let's see. This time this is 15. This time this is minus 5n. This time this is plus 3n. This time this is minus n squared. That is 15 minus 2n minus n squared. So it means Our final answer is correct. Okay? The same thing. Multiply them. Minus 8. What can we do to minus 8? That is, I can see 4 times 2. That is minus 4 times 2 will produce minus 8. Minus 4 plus 2 will produce minus 2. So I will use this 2 to replace this. 1 minus 4u plus 2u, 8u squared. Okay? This and this, I cannot actually see any common factor aside 1. Then I will repeat the same thing. Then, what can I do to this to have this? It's simply 2u. 2u. 2u times this is this, times this is this. So 1 plus 2u, 1 minus 4u. This is the final answer. If we expand this, can we have the other one here? This multiplied by this is 1. This multiplied by this is minus 4u. This multiplied by this is plus 2u. This multiplied by this is minus 8u squared. 1 minus 2u minus 4 plus 2 is 2 minus 8u squared. Back to normal from where we started from. It means, therefore, this our answer is very correct. Okay? I believe with what we are seeing in this lecture, there is not a trinomial that should give you any issue when it comes to factorizing trinomial. Okay? For other videos, related video, factorization, subject of formula, I have covered a lot of things in this channel. Please, if you have not subscribed, subscribe, share with your friends and loved ones. Thank you.